Some Gering youngsters are getting hands-on experience this week with a science, technology, engineering, mathematics, or STEM learning activity. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, elementary students from Gering Public Schools' High Ability Learners, or HAL program, convened at the Gering Library this week to learn how to code and make a robot respond to their commands. Youth Services librarian Christy Clark teamed up with the AIM Institute to lead this STEM learning activity.
STEM became a focal point because educators and people in the workforce started recognizing that the kids graduating from high school just did not have they were not keeping up with technology, the skills that they needed.
She says Guile principal Angela Morris had reached out to her to see if the library could spearhead a coding program for the HAL program. Clark reached out to Carlos Williams with AIM so they could put together this program together. Now, simultaneously, Clark had learned that the Nebraska Library Commission had STEM kits for libraries across the state to use. In here, approximately 12 Ozobot bit robots for the 3rd to 5th graders. The goal with the Ozobot bit robots is to have students hone their coding skills so their robot commands when placed on the specialized course. Next month, Clark plans on utilizing Oculus virtual reality technology to older HAL students. Carlos Williams tells KNEB News that it's never too early for children to start learning these STEM skills and can set them up for future success.
Tech is just everywhere we go. So, especially here in the Panhandle, there isn't any STEM program. So, and tech is everywhere. So the thing was, if we can get tech into kids' hands a lot earlier, a lot sooner, then obviously we can grow that tech community.
The Nebraska State Tech Collaborative says the state will face a shortage of 10,000 tech workers by 2025. So getting more and more people interested in STEM at an early age will hopefully help close that gap. Well, a familiar face at the Scottsbluff Fire Department has left for a new career opportunity in eastern Nebraska. Fire Marshal Anthony Murphy announced on his Facebook page that he has accepted the same position with the Hastings Fire Department. Murphy joined the Scottsbluff Fire Department back in 2009 as a firefighter, and in 2015 he accepted the position as Scottsbluff's Fire Marshal. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people, all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you. Welcome back. One of the 3 men arrested in a January sex trafficking investigation has had all of his charges dismissed. Justin Cum was charged with felon in possession of a firearm and possession of methamphetamine following a search of Calder's auto sales. However, court records show that earlier this month, prosecutors dismissed both charges in that case, and in a separate case charging him with 4 counts of possession of a controlled substance, all but 1 count charging him with heroin possession were dismissed. Completed no contest to that Class 4 felony and will be sentenced on December 3rd. He could face a maximum of 2 years incarceration. Well, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts is voicing support for U.S. Congressman Jeff Fortenberry, a fellow Republican who was indicted last week on allegations that he lied to FBI agents who were investigating illegal campaign contributions from a foreign national. Ricketts defended the 9-term Republican congressman on Monday as, quote, a man of high integrity. He says he does not believe Fortenberry would knowingly violate federal law and will pray for him and his family. Fortenberry has denied the charges and pleaded not guilty last week in federal court. His attorney had argued that Fortenberry was misled and was not aware at the time that $30,000 in contributions funneled into his campaign had originated with a Nigerian billionaire. And the coronavirus has hospitalized more people in Wyoming than at any point during the COVID-19 pandemic. Wyoming hospitals had 249 COVID-19 patients on Thursday, topping the previous high of 247 from November. The vast majority are not vaccinated. Unvaccinated people have accounted for 98% of all new cases in Wyoming since May 1st. The Casper Star Tribune reports Wyoming's surge coincides with one of the lowest vaccination rates in the country at about 43%. 5 Wyoming hospitals have at some point gone into crisis care during the current surge because they lacked resources to care for all patients. Only West Virginia ranks lower for COVID-19 vaccinations. Well, coming up after the break, a rainy afternoon here in the Panhandle. What's in store for the rest of the week? Bill Boyer's got your full forecast right after this on KNEB.TV.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Fall means cooler weather, beautiful colors, and comfy sweaters. Stop into Compliments today for all of our new fall fashions. Start with new items arriving daily from Charlie B and Tribal. Get a comfy pair of Can or Flying Monkey jeans. Next, complete that perfect outfit with new jewelry lines, Star Bar and Lost and Found, and an American Darling bag. Spring and summer fashions now on sale. And don't forget to check out our pictures, solar hot air balloons, flags, and more. Compliments for you and your home. Downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, here across the high plains, we're going to be dealing with rain and wind across the area. Winds may lessen up a little bit overnight. Still going to be breezy to windy here across the area. Winds are going to continue for another couple of days. So even though that rain's going to end, I think tomorrow and Thursday still going to be quite windy. Then after a decent weekend, we have a strong system coming late in the weekend with rain and snow expected to be in the forecast by late Sunday and into Monday. 67 yesterday for a high after a morning low of 36. Had nothing in the rain gauge through midnight. We're piling up some rain out there here this evening. That will continue. Boy, you could see where the cold front is at and hasn't made it through here across the area. Look down around Goodland and McCook where it's still in the 70s. 67 in Ogallala. 50s here for most of the Panhandle. And then 40s and even some 30s back in eastern portions of Wyoming. And those winds very gusty. 15, 20, 25, 30 gusts over to 40 to 45 miles an hour at times, right along that frontal system as it's passing through, and that's dropping wind chills down into the 20s in Lusk. Still in the 30s and 40s for most of the rest of the area, but it is going to be a cold, windy night tonight. It's going to be clear in the morning when you get on the bus in the 30s, windy on the way home as well, and we're going to see temperatures in the 50s, so a chilly start to the day tomorrow thanks in large part to that wind. Well, here's the rain that we have out here right now. As we go the next couple of hours, you'll see it start to wind down and end from west to east and push out to the east away from us, and we're going to be dealing with clearing skies overnight, and we're going to look for lows down into the 30s for most of us. And tomorrow, we're going to push any of those remaining clouds out, and we're going to be left with sunny skies. The clouds end, still some mountain snow. Otherwise, a few clouds return to the area tomorrow evening. That northwesterly flow, you can almost tell which way the winds are blowing northwesterly, and they're going to be quite gusty tomorrow throughout the day, and high temperature is going to be in the 50s. maybe near 60 in a few locations. So wind-driven rain will end. It'll turn very windy and stay that way through the evening hours. Lows down around 37, gusts at 50-plus miles an hour. Tomorrow it'll be sunny, but quite windy again, 20 to 30, gusts 40 miles an hour plus. We continue those winds on into Thursday. Then Friday looks fantastic, maybe near 70, only to drop off Saturday into the mid-50s. And then Halloween, we have rain in the afternoon, turning to snow. Temperatures only in the 40s for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That may be too optimistic. We may only be in the 30s for highs some of those days, with decent chance of seeing some moisture, especially Sunday into Monday, with the arrival of a stronger system.
At Renewal by Andersen, it's about our people. We're a family-owned local company with the best windows, patio doors, and installation teams anywhere. But before our customers ever get to installation, they speak with our advisors in the office. We're so proud of our people. They're very experienced, organized, and at Renewal by Andersen, we know that our customers' time is so valuable. We assure you signature service from the first phone call to the installation day. Renewal by Andersen, a local family company. It's about our people.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Ghosts, spiders, and more paraded in the historic Saddle Club Arena on Saturday in Scottsbluff. In the Halloween spirit, the Saddle Club held a costume party for its riders and horses before the regular Gymkhana. Val Baker, a member of the club, says the event is an annual one.
This year's fantastic turnout. I think we actually have 17 or 18 full decked out costumes here, and it's our last Gymkhana. Every year we try to have a costume contest with our Gymkhana series just to kind of make it fun for the October season. And we're blessed with a beautiful day and some imagination. I can't believe the kids, the imagination of the kids is wonderful.
Baker says they warned the young riders to put the costumes on their horses the day before in order to get them used to it.
Obviously, some of them are a little easier than others. This is a great thing for the kids to combine their imagination and also do some horse training and desensitizing with their horses and see what their horses will put up with. Sometimes we find out not so much. Sometimes, as you can see with some of these incredible costumes, the airplane and the ghost and mainly are just amazing. So the horses are learning how to put up with people and the kids.
In the youth category, Georgetta, Vara, and her horse Tiki took home first place. She tells us about her costume.
So I'm Joan of Arc, and I decided that if I'm going to be a knight, I should make my horse a knight costume to fit with me. So we made it out of blue flannel and silver ribbon, and I sewed it all myself with the help of 4-H sewing class.
Vara says it wasn't easy to sew her horse's costume.
Flannel is honestly really hard to sew anyway, and when you're trying to sew it for not a human, it's even harder. So yeah, it was kind of difficult to get the measurements correct, but not too hard.
Vara says Tiki and her love the barrel racing events and going fast. To follow the events at the Historic Saddle Club, visit its Facebook page.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts hosted a media conference yesterday morning to highlight the achievements of the state's Center of Operational Excellence. Since 2016, the COE has facilitated 575 process improvement projects, saving over 630,000 hours of work, allowing state teammates to put an even greater focus on customer service. Ricketts also focused on the efforts of the COE during the pandemic.
So really, I just couldn't be more proud of our team and how they responded. It demonstrated the Nebraska grit, Nebraska resilience, our creativity, our collaboration. Again, I just couldn't be more proud of the team and the way they responded throughout the course of this last year and a half on this pandemic to be able to meet the needs of responding to the pandemic and helping us. And of course, what we see is that has paid off so much for the citizens of our state.
Department of Administrative Service Director Jason Jackson echoed the governor's sentiments.
Nobody could have anticipated the pandemic, but state government was more prepared for it in large part because of the Center of Operational Excellence and the skills, processes, leadership training, and overall capability building that the Center of Operational Excellence was able to imbue across the breadth of our operations. Gave us that capability to be able to respond to the unforeseen challenges that arose during the pandemic.
In recognition of the COE's accomplishments, Governor Ricketts has proclaimed October as Center of Operational Excellence Month in Nebraska. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.